way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... Born of ice and frost.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The chasing...
You're just...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not...
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general...
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liu, they commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibility.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just...
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since... Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at UF. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to...
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she...
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu...
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds with...
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler...
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? We're saved.
It's about time she came back to work.
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mount Aozong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. person standing over there. That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or... I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please
Huh? You don't want to be the Chising secretary anymore?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends...
Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most...
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her... When one was still taking care of her. One was
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain... The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw... So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2...
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention...
And you did the exact opposite. Impressed?
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that one will tell you more about her, if... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But, just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thought. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun. She should be in the southern part.
Huh, is that so? Let's...
We're way behind schedule. Why did you come here? Considering...
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. Ganya's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepts?
No. The only Adeptus who...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted...
I found him unapproachable at first, too. He's already waiting for me. Come along.
Of course we are. Let's go.
We're way behind schedule.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between... Instead of explaining yourself to me...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true...
Yes.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Access denied. Access denied. All hail! No touching! Blaze over!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
No touching!
No, my sword!
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. See, only you can evaluate the result of this trial.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your trick.
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu.
Pesky visitor? So even...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound... What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim.
For free? Do you mean that you...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man. Always...
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real...
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to... But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return...
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point. It would...
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Next on the agenda... The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. What?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. It's true.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyu.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing.
What? This grandpa is a member the same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old...
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can...
Oh, little Miss...
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional. Just thank you for looking after me when I first ascended.
Oh, so you've been friends from...
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up.
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior.
I don't know May I trouble you to meet her at Yue?
With pleasure. Solve it.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
My contract goes unfulfilled.
Miss Ganyu. I don't know why, but...
Indeed, it has been a while, Weixin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see...
My father asked you to come, didn't? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble.
Don't worry. I'm always...
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary...
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered there are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique.
Yes, you're right.
Who would have thought the people of Liyue could build a lantern so
Aha! We meet again, traveler. I suppose you're about to place a big order.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal dumb.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on... Huh. Is there...
Don't let that rascal fool you. If you don't believe me, show me his tax record.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record.
Oh, of course. Line by line and... Ah, here that exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the... Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the...
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but...
Aha, you're right.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. Thank you for shining a light on this case.
Oh, please, please.
I'm afraid I can't go to...
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay and leave.
Oh, that's so...
Rain outlines your face.
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
Welcome, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but...
Kingsa really is full of lonely...
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me?
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it's about Second Life.
Sure enough, Mr. Bolai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
Of course you can. But I'm not...
What?
I only do my woodwork and as for old documents and such, But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master...
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis. Besides, I can already feel their my intuition as the secretary.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
frozen. Crisp, you'll get frostbite. Now you're not going anywhere. Freshness preserved.
Take cover! Off we go! Get out of here! Out of the way!
No problem.
No, my sword!
Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't. If you don't spill whatever we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the—
Fine. If you really want to know, then
About to...
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to—
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinxa Village is nothing more than a retired—
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's—
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel— I misjudged the situation and offended. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so—
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may—
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself.
No worries. It's always nice to...
Let's keep moving to— We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Come on, focus.
No, my sword. Everybody stand back.
No touching. Come on, focus. No touching.
Body and mind.
touching!
The day has finally come!
Blaze over! We're way behind schedule. No touching! I can fix this! Access denied.
Get out of here! Take cover!
No touching! No touching! Blaze over!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh? Get out of here! Everybody stand back!
No touching!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
I'll scout ahead.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't...
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Car-
Oh, thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to-
Isn't it? Huixin, I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any
Groundless accusations? But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion.
What? Proven guilty?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be time for the finishing blow.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this...
I'm... Master...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This
I didn't think you'd find out.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng. I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the cheese. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd so I decided to use one of your father's tricks and...
I can see it now. Clearly, I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems.
Oh, you've helped me so much.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Then let me treat you to a meal.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on.
If it's just a meal, there...
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk.
All right.
Ms. Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your present...
Sure!
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told...
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with...
Oh, no, I don't really...
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuehai Pavilion, I can't compare myself.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not... But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her... You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her it'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you...
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. They rely on me. Accept me.
No, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go. I'm afraid that it might have all become a... No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already?
Baisha, are you okay? Look who's back.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement.
Not at all.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and...
To us, you're like
Forget all our envious complaints from before.
All right. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Marga, I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. To think I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but are you?
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Next on the agenda, Born of Ice and Frost. We're way behind schedule. Access denied.
Out of the way! Why do they never miss?
Access denied.
Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Born of Ice and Frost.
Let's light it up!
Conquering demons is what I do.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule.
Boring!
No touching! No touching!
Out of the way!
No touching! We're way behind schedule.
Anything the Knights can do for you?
We're way behind schedule.
No, my sword! Get out of here! Take cover! Off we go! Adventure time!
Report it to the church.
Adventure time! Time to act.
Next on the agenda... Huh? Huh. No touching! This is long overdue! Way behind schedule. Access denied. Come on, focus. Come on, I can fix this. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. How can I help you?